you. I gotta figure out.
All right, we are here with the crew, including the Doible Broker Bounty. we appreciate everyone joining us this morning. We got quite a show for you, like always. So we're gonna run some intro stuff real quick. You go fill your cup up, and we'll be right back. All right.
Good morning.
We are here.
I'm glad I didn't pull out of my parking space, son of a bitch.
He can find the freight, but he can't spell it.
No, he fixed it. And I went and changed it while the intro video was running.
Are you kidding me? You fucked it up again, you dick.
And now introducing the Doible.
Oh, man. This is good stuff. Dude. I love this. John's going to have to drive all the way to work.
Hey, John, I'm not going to let you live this one down. I like to talk to you.
Oh, you bastards.
What a way to kick off the show.
Oh, come on, man. I want to do marketing, but not like that. Jesus.
Hey,
I'll never forget
thank you very much for making my morning.
You're very welcome, bastards.
I think it's funny that the rest of us all sat here and stared at it and never even noticed it until Adam brought it up.
Dude, I'm walking around my damn phone. It's not like I've got my freaking laptop open.
I'm walking around on my phone. I don't have my glasses on.
Fuck you, asshole. Oh,
Golly.
God.
Look at this. Testosterone fueled morning here, dude.
Oh, man.
Who needs coffee?
I'm freaking crying, man. That's hilarious.
We all need coffee, John. We all need coffee, right, Spencer?
Yep. I'm just still in my first cup.
Man, you need to catch
I'm on
up.
my fourth bottle.
I'm on my way to Chick-fil-A to pick up breakfast.
Hey, can you try to sell them Road Dog coffee while you're there?
I think you need some of the Lord's chicken, you heathen. All that language, good Lord.
That's right.
That's hilarious.
How's everybody
everyone
doing this morning?
Fantastic.
yeah, man.
Now.
On top of the world.
Dream. Anybody got a 7-axle RGN in Little Rock, Arkansas? Anybody? No? Okay.
No.
No, a couple extra
I just had
short
to-
on that one.
Yeah, it's had to send I just put mine in the shop this morning. Gosh darn it.
I've only got 2 assets and they're over 200 miles out. I'm like, they probably don't want to deadhead that far.
Yeah, I'm dead hit them.
Nope.
What you got to move up there?
Moving a reach stacker for actually one of my warehouses that I do transloads for. It's like, hey, we need you to move a reach stacker for us. I'm like, all right, bet.
Dude, I love that stuff, man. I've customers all the time. I just did 2 loads on some like internal like stuff within a company, moving some things from one place to another, like not even their product, just things that were in their warehouse. They're like, hey, we don't need this here anymore. Can you please take this to these 2 other facilities for us in Georgia? And I'm like, yeah, dude, sure. I think that shows a real like a level of trust when they start having you do things move things aside from their normal freight. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, 100%. Well, I use them for doing like specific transloads and stuff for me, and so it's kind of nice when they reciprocate and say, hey, can you do something for us? I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. And it's going to take 4 truckloads to move this thing. That's how big this reach stacker is.
Golly.
Wow.
Jeez.
Nice. Well, you need 4 RGNs, right?
No, I need 1 7-axle, and then it's got 3 flatbed fall-off loads to go with it. This counterweights and masts and stuff.
Gotcha. So it's one-offs that always get you.
Yeah, I got a project right now, and dude, I don't know about y'all, but yesterday was stressful. trying
Oh,
to cover these freaking loads, and you couldn't get in touch with any drivers because all the cell phones were down. Thanks,
yeah.
Verizon.
Can you hear me now?
I can't hear you now.
That was a good one. Touche.
Oh man. Yeah,
Yeah,
yes.
that was a big debacle, man. I was down all the way until I think my around close to 9:15. My phone rang. It was my ex-wife.
See,
Right.
oh shit. Hang up.
Like, oh hell, that's the first time my phone works again. It's her calling, but no,
I called you 4 times. You didn't call me back.
it didn't show missed call.
Lost service.
He
I never
knew
lost
you were going to
And
be
I
on the
looked
show
that's a lie
today.
anyway. You wouldn't call me anyway, so
Yeah, he knew you were going to be on the show today, and he didn't want to talk to you.
that's right.
Some
That's
people
right.
go to roaddogcoffee.com to place their order. I call Spencer directly.
That's right.
Right. It's kind of
I got the bat phone for my caffeine.
the dog phone.
The dog phone.
It's not very nice, Spencer.
I know. I could have said something else. I'm trying to be elegant this morning.
Okay, which one of y'all is ticky tapping? Because I hear every single keyboard touch.
It's not. That's sounds like what's freaking John there driving. I bet he's like going over the things in the road. The little.
in the Chick-fil-A parking lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the
parking
speed
lot,
bumps.
yeah.
That's the shocks and the springs on his car.
Hey, but Lefty, this is to you, Adam. Lefty said call Bailey Transport.
Oh, okay. Let me look them up. Lefty, you got a phone number for them?
Or a
Or
contact
MC
for him.
number?
Lefty, someone he should talk to. Lefty will he will let us know here in a second.
You know
Hope
what?
you're doing
That's
all right, Lefty.
I'm being real
By the
picky
way.
about this because I don't have assets. I want a super clean truck in there that knows what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's all about collaboration. Here's one friend helping another friend out.
Yeah, man.
Mhm.
That's what it's all about, folks. What it's
Lesson's
all
helping you,
right.
Jeff.
Listen,
Lesson's helping
I
Jeff.
missed that.
Can't be doing that. We can't be doing
I
that.
help Jeff every afternoon when he's watching Jeopardy right before the news comes on.
I hate you. I was just swallowing my coffee.
Nice. I
Oh,
thought
that
you
was
were-
good. Oh, bro. Oh, dude, like, that fucking hurt, but that was funny. That was fucking funny. It's like, he's like, Grandpa Jeff, here's your warm milk and crackers.
That's right. Here's your jail call for later.
Thanks, guys.
Fucking poor Jeff, man. We're always giving Jeff crap, dude. Lefty said they're in Oklahoma, and yes, he can get you a number. So
Yeah, that'll work.
Stand by.
Stand by to stand by.
Stand by to stand by. Yes.
I'll tell you, that's one thing I'm really grateful for right now. I'm not slinging freight. Oh God, am I
We're
glad
thankful
freight.
for that too.
I second
Oh come
that.
on, you
that
loved
motion.
me as a contract dispatcher. You loved me being the evil guy.
A few shout outs over there. Who's that? Kitus West. Hello.
I already pulled them up. You ain't even paying attention.
Maddie Love. Who was Maddie Love?
Who's Maddie?
I don't know. They're just they're people on
How do you love?
YouTube.
Hey, you know what?
Highly
Love it.
caffeinated people
Thanks for
that
tuning
support
in for the
themselves.
shenanigans.
That's mine and Steve's fan base.
You only one?
So Adam, you've been keeping score. Who's got bragging rights, buddy?
Oh yeah, I
Oh, yeah.
tallied it
Me.
this morning.
Me.
Actually, no, Spencer,
No,
no.
Packers did lose, so
Yeah, well,
was
so
close.
so
I
here's
was-
the thing. I absolutely failed. I had 2 right picks. Kentera, you had 4 right picks. Jeffrey, you had 5 right picks. Steve wasn't here, so he didn't count. Sorry, Steve.
It's all right.
Pedro, you had 5.
And the Bears scored. That's the tiebreaker, baby.
Spencer had 6. Jimmy had 6. But Jimmy
Oh!
takes the win. Jimmy takes the win. He was 27-21 Bears, so he was closest
Damn.
and picked the right winner of the.
Let's go, Jimmy. Damn, I forgot. I forgot
Nice.
to send Jimmy. Or did I send
Great
Jimmy
job,
a link? I think
Jimmy.
I sent Jimmy a link.
Nice
Great
job.
job, Jimmy. We're
Let's-
so
hey, let's,
happy for you. He gets a free bag of Road Dog coffee.
Yeah, I came close to the Bears game. I had 34-24, and it was 31-27.
Yeah, if only you'd picked one more right win, you might have won.
I know.
Mhm.
Yep, I should have picked the Patriots.
That's all right. We'll adjust your dosage of Aricept, and then next time you'll be good to go.
Oh God, Adam, you're too freaking much.
Oh man,
I'm sorry. I can't help myself.
Sorry, double.
Yeah. I doibled my fun here today. I can't help it.
Oh, please don't tell me you changed it back again, you bastards. I got a brand to maintain.
In the okay. Don't you worry. What we're changing it to is far worse than Doible.
Oh, Christ. You bastards.
That's it's a term of endearment anymore.
Oh, I know it is. All right.
Dirty
I
rotten
know.
scoundrels.
I love you guys too. Love you like I like freaking intestinal flu.
Intestinal flu's awesome, bro. It's great for weight loss.
Yeah, it gives you like
Tell me.
10 pounds down, bro. What?
Yeah, thanks for the
Hey,
compliment.
I'll stick to my GL1P or GLP-1s, okay?
So, Pedro, what's new in transportation news this week?
I don't know, man. There's a lot going on in transportation news. More things about shutdowns and buyouts. I'll tell you that much.
R&R. F in the A.
R&R. That,
Oh yes,
dude, that,
R&R. Yeah,
that was a big one, and
big
all
one.
of us here, we all have a friend that's stuck in that situation right now with them. So yeah, that's a really big thing, man, dude.
Yeah, we do. I talked to him, and he's like, man, I never saw this coming. I'm like,
Forgive me, how? I mean, it's been all over, at least on the carrier side, it's been all over for the last 2 months because R&R's not been factorable. None of their sister companies have been factorable. They've been getting downgraded left and right.
Because
the writing's been on the wall.
There were things they were trying to do in the background that was supposed to save everything, and all of that fell through. So like that, like we're not going to say the person's name, but they have a pretty good intimate knowledge of what goes on in there, and said the same thing to me, Adam. Like, it's like, oh, we're told about it, and then there's like, oh, we think we have a way out. Let's just get this done, and then that just kind of fell through. So
Well, you
yeah.
saw-
Well, it's like all the issues that were taking place, among the motor carriers over Christmas. How many major motor carriers had pink slips in their Christmas stockings
yeah.
from shutting down? I mean, holy cow!
listen,
It's crazy, guys.
I'm gonna
How
hurt
many customers are affected?
I'm gonna hurt feelings and get on a checklist for this, but look at all the carriers that were aligned with the Teamsters that are now out of business.
Yeah.
That's a very good point.
Well, then you got Tennessee that's going to lock down 8,800 CDLs. They have to get that completed by April 6th, I believe, right? I think it is April 6th.
Yeah, I think it is. I think you're right. Yeah, I believe it is April 6th.
Yep. So the hammer's coming down, man. Coming down.
Well, I just-
We're going to see in the next 2 quarters who lives and who dies.
Pretty much.
We're at the breaking point here.
I got my co-host over here waving. Sorry.
It's all right.
Mhm.
You say hi?
Hi, sweetie.
She's like, look, I'm famous, Mom. I'm a celebrity now.
That's right. Well, you're on
Man,
the Road
shoot.
Dog Coffee podcast. You're famous now.
That's right.
Look at squirrels.
What did Emilio Estevez said in Young
Oh, that's
Guns?
nice.
I'll make you famous.
Yeah, she's more famous than I ever thought about being.
Yeah. You know who's really
Look,
famous?
she's the double broker bounty hunter assistant. She's standing there with her binoculars.
She's standing there with her binoculars. She is looking for Doible brokers.
That's right.
Doyable brokers.
But John, I'm kind of with you, man. I think these first I don't know if I'd say first 2 quarters, but I just think 2026 period is I wouldn't say it's going to be the make or break, but it is going to test a lot of people.
It's going to be the less favorite word, bro. It's going to be a bloodbath.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's going to be something, dude. It's already fucking pretty hectic, man.
The
You know what I mean?
2025 was the year of the carrier failure. I think 2026 is going to be the year of the broker failure. I think you're going to see
Well,
a bunch of names cascade because they can't cover. They've hedged their bets on contract freight, and the spot market's going to explode, and they are going to eat losses left and right, and they can't keep up.
well,
Yeah.
it's not just that. If you look at the total number of failures among the different authorities that are out there, if you put it as a percentage between carriers and a percentage between brokers, more brokers by percentage are failing than carriers are. I don't know if it's because they're just brand new and they were too inexperienced and they were unable to cope with the market to begin with. But that's frankly been the trend. That percentage has been a little higher on the broker side than the carrier side, but it is definitely going to explode hard on the broker side here this year. I wholeheartedly agree.
Hey, Chris brings up a good
Dude, thank you. Just before we get that, you can see the comments. So just see that Lefty commented. Adam, you can go over there and copy that info down. Chris does bring up a good point. Go ahead, Adam.
I just think Chris brings up a good point. AJ asked on LinkedIn earlier this week. He said, "What would you rather have? 4 customers with 100 loads, 2 customers with 100 loads, et cetera,
200
et cetera."
loads. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was 400 loads regardless. But yeah, he divided it up. I saw that. That was a good post.
Yeah, it was, and a lot of people don't understand the concept, but you want your book of business to be as diversified as possible, because
Yeah,
if
you
you
don't-
lose one, you're in pain, man.
Yeah, you don't
I
want
learned that
it.
lesson the hard way, man. Learned that lesson the hard way
Same.
myself, dude.
Same.
Yeah,
I think that's a core lesson that almost all brokerages actually have to go through at some point. Most guys who decide, hey, I want to start a brokerage, usually start that brokerage because they've got that one super loyal customer that has enough loads to get them off the ground and help them make a living. And that's how they start. They fail early when that they only keep that one and they don't start shopping around for more.
Well,
Yeah,
see,
well-
so my bad was I lost my 2 biggest customers in 2023.
That was me. And mine, I had a diverse book of business. The way I put my eggs in one basket is I had like 15 customers, but I had one customer that was like 70% of my business.
Bingo.
And dude, it was such a niche market. They were buying other fucking companies out. They were growing. They were literally
Yeah.
building a massive DC in Dallas that we were about to start shipping product to the day they went bankrupt. So that was my thing. Like I had plenty of customers. I just had one big one and a
same.
bunch of little small ones. And then
So between those 2 customers, at the time they were probably 50% of my business, and I'm smart enough to know, hey, we need some more, but we're right there on the edge of the COVID boom turning, right? And
Yeah.
nobody needs new carriers, and all of a sudden transportation managers change, and I lose $13 million in business in the span of 6 months.
Well, diversity
Yeah.
across the whole platform, right? I mean, you got not only diversifying yourself against your brokers and whatnot, but like with me being a drayage carrier, like when that whole tariff thing happened this year, right? I mean, my business, luckily I had enough export customers because it shifted. I mean, it went from 70% import, 30% export, literally shifting reverse, and we're doing 70% export.
Steve, I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I have to interrupt you. The champion has entered the chat.
Right?
The champion has.
Welcome to the show, Jimmy.
What's happening, everybody?
you won
Congrats,
the football.
Swami.
You won the football pool, Jimmy.
I hope y'all are sending my millions.
We sure
No,
are,
you're,
bro.
you're getting a free bag of Road Dog coffee.
Yeah.
I was about to
They're
say,
paying
your
but
millions
they
of
stopped
beans.
manufacturing them.
There you go. Like the Doable Broker Bounty Hunter said, millions of grounds. That's what you're gonna get.
Right.
No.
All winning is good winning.
I'll tell you, talking about 2026, I think there's a lot of things that will take place. I think you're going to see some consolidation in the brokerage industry. I think the big guys are going to start buying the little guys. Yeah, I think you're going to see some of that. You'll see some acquisitions starting to take place. And carriers, now that some of the trash has been taken out, I think you're going to see a possible trucking boom a little bit too, because in a hot market, the market grows, right? So,
Yep.
yeah, I mean, I think to be a carrier or a driver, 2026 second quarter is going to be really good. It's going to be very lucrative.
I think I don't like to make predictions, so I don't ever like to say timelines because this fucking industry no one knows. But I'm still waiting on the 2026 thing, and here to me is the hard truth that like a lot of people will admit to themselves but won't admit publicly. Because let's be honest, man, when these companies like R&R and 10 Roads and all that, they got business, people lose their jobs, man. That's a serious thing. But on the flip side, thinning the herd is a good thing in this industry right now. I mean, it sucks to say that, but man, there are way too many players in this game.
Well,
Period.
carriers
Carriers and brokers. So
we need to cull the herd. And one of the biggest things that happened during the COVID boom is every jackass with $10,000 bond decided they were going to become a freight broker, right?
Yeah.
And one of the other things that you've seen is a lot of overseas people opening freight brokerages in the United States, particularly in drayage. And Steve can attest to this. Like, I don't know about you, Steve, but I get dozens of emails a day from people who are not in the United States asking me to do drayage, and they are just, I need your best all-in rate, buddy. Drayage doesn't work like that. That's not how this works.
Let me guess. It's Mike Tyson, Michael Jackson.
Yeah, Mike Tyson, Jack Smith. Like, I'm just like,
Goldie Hawn.
Tyson spelled with an I, though. You know what I mean? Like,
Bobby
it's
McGee.
always,
Kobe Bryant asked me to move 50 containers the other day.
you know what the ones that get me? It's always the people with
Baskets.
two first names. That's always
yeah.
that's always it. You know what I mean? It's like Brad James. You know what I mean?
Or Adam Spencer.
Adam
that
Spencer, exactly.
That guy's
Hey,
a
yeah,
little
everybody,
pill.
real quick, everybody give a shout out to Bobby McGee. Everybody, she's got to
Hey,
be
Bobby.
recognized.
Hey, Bobby.
Bobby. Who's Bobby?
Hi, Bobby.
Bobby, the Hard Shell Life reporter live from a truck show near you.
Mm.
Yeah, she's good people. Yeah, but 2026 is going to be interesting, though. Now that some capacity has been taken out. So what's the actual number of canceled CDLs? Is it's like in carriers? Is it like
I literally saw
200,000 or
there was
something?
literally an article yesterday, maybe by Freight Waves, but it was a considerable amount, dude. Let me
It's like
actually it was on
200,000 plus,
truckingnewshub.com is actually
Yeah.
where I saw it.
That's
it
the best
was-
place to get your information.
It is, bro.
Amen, brother.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go on there and see if I can find it.
No, what? Hey, now that you said that, look at Steve. He's going to smile. Watch him. If you just look at Steve, he'll smile.
That's a smile right there.
'Cause he loves.
That's,
There he is.
The story I read on Dredge Junkies the other day when we were kind of touching on this is I think it's in the neighborhood of 200,000 potential out of work drivers.
Yeah, it was a lot.
Well, the problem
find it,
is-
but you're close,
Okay,
Jimmy.
so you have 200,000, if that number's correct, 200,000 CDLs removed from the network. You know what they all just friggin' did? They all
They
went and
got
got into
Sprinter
box
vans.
trucks and Sprinter vans.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
A lot. All right. So the article yesterday was from CDL Life, and I'll pull it up. Actually, I want to pull this up just so y'all can see it's fucking graphic. This was actually pretty funny. Whoever did this, the way they made Duffy look. Oh my god.
oh, I love freight memes. Tell me it's a good meme.
Oh crap. Hold on.
God, technical difficulties.
It
Where's
is, man.
Hunter when
I
you need him?
shared the wrong screen. So it's 11,500 unqualified drivers have been taken off the road.
That seems really low.
Yeah.
Is that
Well,
just-
it was 17,000
There's,
just out of
there's
yeah,
the graphic with Duffy fucking looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger and Commando over here.
I mean, look, he looks like what is it? Chris Hemsworth? Is that who it is?
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go.
Buff and tan with a slick back hairline.
Yeah, dude. So
Oh,
yeah,
did you-
11,500 unqualified drivers have been taken off the road. Hold on.
That artwork is from Steve Talamo himself.
So not only do you now have these guys sitting there jumping into Sprinter vans, but but now they're also selling their MC numbers. So there's going to be a huge glut of bought
Fraud
and sold
and
MC numbers over the next 3 months out there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hey, you know,
Be ready.
Did you see the article that came out of North Carolina?
oh God, here we go.
Pull that up. That is significant because it's already gotten the attention of the
North Carolina learned they're north of South Carolina.
North Carolina over about 54%.
South of Virginia.
They discovered that about 54% of CDLs issued in this state were fraudulent.
I mean, I'm not shocked. I
That
truly
came
am not
out the
shocked.
other day.
It's gotten to the point of ridiculousness.
Yeah, it is.
They
54%.
imported a bunch of people, gave them fake CDLs, and they've put them out on our roads, and our residents and our family members have suffered as a result, and it's
Mhm.
disgusting.
Well, do you see
And a lot of, I mean,
in
and a
New
lot of
Jersey?
really good
New
people,
Jersey
you
is
know,
back.
It's, I mean,
New Jersey is back issuing non-domiciled CDLs. They're the only state in the country now, and they're like fucking touting it too. The way the article was written and their like response to stuff was like they're proud. They're proud of it that they're the only state now that is
now
that is
think about
issuing
that, too.
non-domiciled CDLs.
but something else. So, can they go to? So, if we expel them out of this country or whatever, you know, we cancel their CDLs and they don't go to box ups of cargo vans, could they go to Mexico to get a CDL or Canada and then pick up freight and bring it into this state and they're still back? So they're still on our highways a little bit.
I mean, you.
If they're an
You-
enterprise carrier, if they work for an enterprise carrier,
Yeah.
yes. But otherwise, no.
Right.
Well,
they'd have to be like
so
a
here's the thing:
resident
is
there.
there's plenty of Canadian carriers committing cabotage today,
Oh, yeah.
right?
Well, that's
There's,
true.
there's
And they're
Canadian
allowed to
carriers
come in
across the
and
border
pick
that
up
pick
freight and
up
go back.
freight in
Yeah.
the United States, and they continue to move around in the United States because it's not illegal unless you get caught, right?
And they
like
can pick
it-
up freight and go back to Canada with it, or
Right.
go back.
Well,
to
so that's
Mexico.
legal. You can pick up freight and go back to Canada.
right.
You can't pick
Right.
up intrastate freight.
Right, I know.
Right.
I personally think that they ought to just cancel all that out and say, "Hey, you can bring freight in, but you ain't picking up
Well,
nothing
it's-
in the back."
So it's for people like me who are in the tour industry, cabotage is kind of a headache, right?
Yep.
Because you go on a multinational tour with some big touring artist, and we have 5 or 6 dates inside Canada.
Yeah.
Well, we have to bring our trucks back to the United States for every single leg of the Canadian part of the tour,
Yeah,
unless
that's
you
right.
have dual citizen drivers, and that's
That's
hard to
to
find.
come by. Yeah.
But you know, you've got a ton of carriers that, and it's especially these people, these resident aliens who've come to Canada and open trucking companies. They don't operate under our rules. They just do what they want, and if they get caught, then they deal with it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Back when we were running, like this was back in like early 2000s, we were doing a lot of like we cross at Buffalo, go across Canada to go to like Windsor or something, because you know versus coming down, going across 80 and
Yeah,
going up.
yeah, coming at the Peace
And,
Bridge.
But then we started running into issues, you know, because if a driver has child support or back child support, that's a federal offense in Canada. Well, you can't go down, you can't go to Canada anymore if you're a child support in this country and you're behind, because now they'll arrest you and you're going to jail.
Yep.
That's become a legit nightmare because as the fleet grew and you get more drivers and the child support, it's just like, oh God, guys.
But John touched on it earlier. You've got a bunch of these guys now selling their MCs. That brings up a good topic I saw on the Freight Brokers Reddit. I don't know if you guys are active on Reddit, but our Freight Brokers actually at times is pretty interesting. And they had a guy come on complaining about a company called Cura Freight, and I've never heard of Cura Freight in my entire life. I don't know where these guys found them, but they contracted them to move a $1 million cargo value load. And lo and behold, the load got stolen. And these guys they're like, we called them and had them verify who the carrier was and the driver and the driver's license. And I'm just like,
Jeez.
you know, and you know, understandably, all the guys on that sub that are freight brokers are like, dude, you're an idiot. Why would you use some
Downvoted to hell.
unknown person to haul a $1 million value load and not give you high value insurance or anything? Like, they're just out $1 million.
Man. Well,
You know,
hopefully.
it wouldn't surprise me if that was actually a fake shipper incident. you know,
Could've been.
fake valuations, fake driver, and they were just fucking over the broker to begin with.
Yeah.
I mean, in this day and age, anything's possible. But
Oh,
I think it's only going to get worse before it gets better, because you're going to see a ton of guys this year try to sell their MC numbers. And I mean, you know, the mods on our freight brokers work really hard.
Mhm.
I know for a fact that they have multiple people that post requesting to buy MCs, and they
Yeah.
ban that to keep that from becoming a reality. And that's very important, because
I'm gonna jump off here real quick to run. I found that card from the guy from Travelers Insurance I mentioned. I found his card. Let me go grab it, and I'll give you his name and number and all that real quick on the air.
all right.
'Cause, I mean, that is, like I said, you know, that presentation that they did on freight fraud and theft and everything, and like I said, they've got dummy tractor trailers out there that are staged to purposely catch people, because they work close hand in hand with law enforcement on this stuff. It's
Yeah, I'd love to see that too. Of course, if you can text it to me, email it to me, or something, that'd
yeah.
be
Hold on a
bloody
second. I'm
room
gonna go get
for
his
it.
card, and I'll just read it to you.
And an uncomfortable silence filled the room.
No, back at that conversation, it's not something I've ever considered doing. I mean, I've been around since 2013, and I know it's kind of a gray area. Is selling your MC number even legal?
Technically, yes, because let's face it, you have carriers and brokers getting absorbed into each other all the time, or new people trying to enter the market, and that is actually okay. But there is a specific way to do it. There are specific procedures that have to follow through in order for a DOT number to transfer from one owner to another. You know, you got to make sure you have the Secretary of State conversion. You got to make sure you have the FMCSA and DOT conversion. All that stuff. It's a process. But yes, it is legal,
Right.
which is why FMCSA can't just come out and say, "Screw you! You're not allowed to do it. It's over. It's the end." That's why they can't make a rule to do that. So there's
that
a
being
lot.
said, if John the bounty hunter decides to buy Red Rocket Logistics, isn't essentially you starting the MC number over again? Like, aren't you starting back from scratch?
Wait,
Now you have no business credit, nothing.
Hey, hang on, time out real quick. You're a Georgia Bulldogs fan, and your company name is Red Rocket Logistics?
Damn right it is.
Okay, just want to clarify.
Well, it has a lot to do with why Jimmy also only has 4 fingers on one hand.
There's actually other things called Red Rocket too.
Yeah,
Well,
that was a good one.
It's funny you say that, Spencer, because when I started Red Rocket, it was 3 partners, and I had a dog who always got super happy with one of my partners. So essentially, Red Rocket was born from that, and I just kept it.
This is what happens when 3 idiots are sitting in a man cave drinking beer. Hey, I'm going to start a brokerage and call it Red Rocket Logistics. Nobody's
You
going
got
to
it.
put 2 and 2 together there. Let's just call it Dog Penis Brokerage.
You know, exactly. I mean, that would look kind of funny on the side of equipment or something. So I just figured we'll go with Red Rocket, and you can take it wherever you want in your mind.
Oh wow!
I'm trying to find Jimmy's logo sticker. That,
But say, if you look at Jimmy's logo, it is perfect.
Tell me it's a
That's the
dog
funkiest
riding
shaped
my word.
rocket you got.
Fantastic. This just made my morning, guys. Thanks. That's it for me.
Yeah.
Nothing will top that.
hey,
Hey,
well,
Pedro,
Man, I
I'll
was
shoot you
already
that
in a good
card.
mood today. Thanks,
got it.
guys.
Can you post that?
yeah,
Can you put that on the screen, or do you want me to read it out?
Jesus Christ. Well, why'd you send it to
Yeah.
me if it wasn't for me?
Well, you can use it, but you're not gonna be able to use this.
Who does this need to go to? And I'll just send it to
Take
him.
it easy.
Well, I mean, as soon as
Everybody
John
is
or Adam Hooker
always
wants
Adam's
it.
or Spencer's assistant. Do
Well,
this.
you know,
He's
do
mine.
I mean,
that.
look, he's handsome and he's handy, but he's technologically retarded. It's okay.
Fucking 1,000% true there. I don't know. I'm surprised he knows how to work an alarm clock at this point.
Hey,
Well,
I'm
he's doing better than
top
me. I
dog on
can't
this
spell
podcast.
double. I mean, shit.
No, the guy's name
You
is
made a new
Scott
word this
Cornell.
morning.
Yeah,
Scott
Doible.
Cornell.
I'll send this to you, Adam. Anyway, Jimmy,
No,
ask
John.
your question again, because that's a good question. I mean, a lot of people don't know have the understanding of what happens when you actually transfer an MC. So that was a good one, and whoever wants to answer it, probably John may be the best.
Yeah, if you do sell the MC, and isn't that essentially like? I mean, you have to update the FMCSA, you have to update Secretary of
Well,
State,
just,
yada yada
just
yada.
ownership. That's it.
Yeah.
Everything else will
Isn't that
follow.
like starting over? I mean,
No.
No, it's not,
No.
because in order for it to be
No.
done right, they'd have to buy the company out lock, stock, and barrel. So all your assets, liabilities, everything
Yep.
transfer over. So that way operations are never ceased at any point.
They're
So
just
it's like you retiring and transferring ownership to your kids.
Yeah.
Okay. It's the same concept. The company's still there. It's still operating. It just has a new owner. Every time a CEO changes, does that mean we have to start the authority over again? No, that's not the case.
Even,
So
if you do a
ownership-
even if you do a name change, I mean, everything's supposed to follow like the trans credit number, Dun & Bradstreet, all that stuff still stays the same. As long as
so
you take
you
ownership of it.
transfer it over, and then you're not going to have blowback with factoring companies say, "Oh, you just changed all this. Now you're non-factorable until you establish your credit again."
Shouldn't know.
normally,
Shouldn't
no.
be.
Normally, no. And on the brokerage side, I don't think I've ever heard of anybody having that kind of a problem. The carrier side, we always see it because, if we can detect that somebody just bought and sold an authority, of course, immediately we all jump straight to fraud, even though it could very well be a legitimate transfer. The question is, did they actually follow the correct process with FMCSA? That's what makes it go from being legitimate to fraudulent. So that I hear where you're coming from, Jimmy, but no, it's not going to reset your days. It's not going to cause you credit issues with factoring companies if it's done the right way.
Right.
I'll only ask because when you start up a brokerage, I mean, getting carriers to work with you a lot of times depends on if their factoring company says you're factorable. So you're put in this, rock and a hard space. Do you have the money to pay these carriers up front to get them to haul your freight to establish yourself? Or do you search through hundreds of carriers before you finally land on that factoring company that says, sure, we'll take a chance on you? I know because I did it. I mean, I had plenty of people turn me away as I started to build my credit. That's why I really asked the question. I mean, if Steve and me wanted to merge companies, or Steve wanted to buy me out and now Red Rocket is Cleaves, does that affect things?
We
That's
can't
why
let
I
that
asked.
happen. That can never happen. It has to be the other way around.
Red Rocket and Cleavage. I mean, Cleaves, yes.
Red Cleavage Logistics. There you go.
You got it. No, that's why I was asking it. I've never really considered selling.
I mean,
I
it's
don't
a-
know much caffeine.
It's a valid point, right? Because I mean, that's the first thing on the asset side that we do. I mean, part of the two-step process I do. The first thing I do is I go in to check to see if they can, if I can factor them, right? If they pass that one, then the second thing I do is go check them on Freight Validate, make sure there's no shadiness in their background. I mean, but it stops. I mean, if I can't factor them, I don't even mess with them because if you don't have credit to be able to do that, then now, I mean, there's some that they may just not be set up with the factoring company, so I'll do a double check.
There you go.
Too.
Giving Dale free press again.
Hey, Jimmy.
But
Hey,
then
real
again,
quick.
we've got another issue here too. Let's just say the carrier or the broker that's selling his MC number is a very reputable organization that the factoring company knows the CEO, the CFO, president, or whatever. Now it's changing hands. They're going to have to dig into the background of the new ownership to see if they're credible. I would think
Right.
anyway.
Well,
because it's not
I would think if a reputable broker who's been in business for a long time is about to sit there and change ownership, I would imagine that broker is professional enough that they're already contacting their service providers like factoring companies and whatnot ahead of time to make sure they know, hey, this is what's going on. We're going to be going into a transition phase. This is who's buying us. This is, maybe even put them under an NDA to provide that information until the sale's over. But key personnel involved, key providers involved in that brokerage are going to know about it while it's happening. So it's not going to be any surprise along the way. So you really have to be very careful about how that's done. And my CEO is walking past the car right now.
So Jessica just posted.
He sees the Louisville Broker Hunter.
On as far as the insurance goes, that's considered a new venture, Jimmy.
I was reading that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So basically, all I'm hearing is that Spencer's got a new business idea. He's going to be a broker for MC numbers.
Hmm.
Uh-oh. Yeah. That'll come after you. Yeah, I got a couple Facebook groups that you might want to get into if you want to get in that business.
Yes, sir.
We buy to MC.
No, I can tell you right now. Maybe do like Road Dog Courier Company. I don't know.
It's an interesting conversation because, like I said, when I formed Red Rocket, it was 3 partners. So in order for me to take it over, I had to do the legal paperwork to become the sole owner, and I had to refile with the state of Georgia and update everything FMCSA wise and the whole 9. And at the same time, I was just strictly carrier at the time, but I flipped that over to strictly brokerage. So it was kind of like starting over from the beginning for me. There was no credit rating out there. There was nothing. That's really why I ask.
Well, that's
but you took the proper steps all the way around. You did the necessary updates, you did the necessary notifications. That's what these guys are not doing.
Right, but the point to that, John, is essentially I started from scratch. Carriers were factoring with OTR, and OTR was having me pay the invoice up front to factor the load. I mean, if you didn't have some money in your pocket, you were struggling to get carriers on your freight, because essentially you're starting over.
I think that's true for any brokerage that's actually fairly new. You either have to have capital on hand to be able to pay the factoring company right away to build the credit with the factoring company, or you had to have the cash on hand to be able to quick pay the carrier. So I mean, either one, you got to have cash on hand to be able to run a brokerage. That's just the nature of the beast. And if you have a lot of customers and you're slinging a lot of freight in your first month, then you got to have a massive pool of capital, because you're usually operating off of what net 30 terms with your customers. Yep. They're not paying you next day. So I mean, hell, it takes money to do this. The bad guys, they don't give a crap about that. They just want
they ain't planning on paying anybody anyway.
You got that right, Steve.
Yeah, they ain't planning on paying anybody. They don't need the capital. They just want it's an inbound, not an exbound, or import, not an export on that funding.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the number of like 171 to 177 MCs that reach out to me to pick up containers. I'm just like, nah, I'm good. Like,
yeah.
Come across the same thing where I'm currently at here in Phoenix. I've been handed cases left and right all week, and every damn one of them's been a 17 MC number.
Wow.
It's just been absolutely crazy. And we had cargo up and disappear yesterday, and I pull up the MC number. The guy's insurance was just canceled the day before, and I'm just like, how in God's name did we let this go, guys? I mean, it's just crazy stuff. We found the cargo, recovered it last night, but that's another story.
No, that's good though.
I mean, at least you got it back, right?
Yeah.
Was
that your first bounty?
Well, that was my first. No, actually, no. I've recovered cargo numerous times over the last few years, usually as one-offs. As you all know, I've been a contract dispatcher, so doing my bounties, it's been helping carriers to recover. But this is ever since I've been a formal consultant. Yes, this would be my first bounty as a consultant.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, no, I celebrated last night. by sitting there by the phone, waiting to hear back from our recovery agent to make sure they had their hands on the cargo.
Took yourself to the Sizzler to celebrate, huh?
No, I took myself back to my hotel room to try to get to sleep before 10 p.m.
Well, that sounds awful.
Oh, trust me, I've barely slept the whole time I've been here.
I thought you were half Jeff's age. Now all of a sudden it sounds like you're older than Jeff.
No. I'm truly half Jeff's age. I was not there when they constructed the pyramids, so I have to rely on his expertise when it comes to how to drag a block up the side of a pyramid.
That's right. Or
Yeah, pick on Jeff when he's distracted doing something. That's not nice.
Yeah, Pedro hit it. He said it right. He said John treated himself to the good Denny's.
No, that's got to be Hunter. That's got to be Hunter. That ain't me. That's got to be Hunter.
He got the grand slam that came without the side of food poisoning.
I don't think I've ever not gotten food poisoning at Denny's. Jesus Christ.
No.
Oh my God. If I ever go to Denny's again, somebody shoot me.
They're all over Florida and all over truck stops. That's
Hey,
No.
you know what? If I'm in Florida and I need breakfast, I'm going to Waffle House, okay? There ain't no
Listen,
better breakfast place
listen.
in the world.
they're the only people that are smart enough to know the hurricane scale, right? They stay open through most hurricanes, and I support that message.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. If it's bad enough for Waffle House to close, damn it, pack your bags, get the fuck out of Dodge, because it's going to be a killer.
Mm-hmm.
The Waffle Home. I can't believe Hunter's awake this early.
I know.
Right? I
dude,
was just
know,
thinking the
it's
same thing.
surprising, isn't it?
Put some respect on the Waffle House index. I mean, I agree. Yeah. Put
No.
some respect on that
Well,
thing.
it's so damn true. You know, I was in, oh God, what year was it? Oh, I can't remember now. There was a massive ice storm.
1979, right after Nam.
I was just about to say that back in Nam.
I was in Louisiana for a week for some kind of a port security training course, and the first day we were there, the winter storm warning started coming up. There was a massive ice storm blanketing the Gulf Coast, and they canceled the course after we all arrived. Well, so we're all freaking stuck there because the airport's closed and whatnot. And the only place that was open right across the street from my hotel, thank God, there was a Waffle House.
Waffle House.
I could walk there. That's all I needed to know, and I was good. I had a bottle of whiskey and a
They went
Waffle
out
House.
in the
good.
alley
Wait a
behind the
second.
store and got your cook.
Yeah, wait a second. Did you say a brothel house?
Waffle.
No, that was his second.
Waffle.
Oh.
Waffle House. Jesus Christ. I didn't say Blue Waffle House.
We got brothels, blow, red rockets. Let's see, what else can we have on this show this morning?
Quite
Leavage.
It's been quite the R-rated
Class,
show
can
today.
we lose today?
Maybe we
I
get picked
blame-
up by HBO or something. You know?
Yeah, I blame Pedro for not reining it in.
Oh my God.
I'm over here working, man. Trying to figure this
Where's
out.
the
man.
F, Pedro CC? Come on, start throwing out the fines.
Yeah.
Hunter says if you're cooking and burning a sidewalk cig when you walk up, it ain't gonna be good.
Sounds like the Waffle House right there.
Listen, all I'm saying, look, Waffle House is good, but all I'm saying is if you don't have a CB near you, you're missing out on life. That's it. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
bring him back.
Yeah, good old Waffle House.
What else?
Oh man.
All right, so what else is cooking in freight this week? I mean, we've covered some pretty interesting topics so far.
It don't have anything to do with freight.
We've covered a lot of great topics, though. I mean, we've covered R&R going out. We've covered the $1 million cargo theft. Oh, hey, you know what? Corca.
Remember, John doesn't know how to spell his own name.
Corca passed the house. Jeff, you're probably the smartest one here on that. Tell us about Corca.
Corca, no, I'm not the smartest man in the house. No,
Oh, well, shit.
no. That's
Not
for
me.
sure.
I'd have to stop and look that one up.
I know
don't
just
remember
enough
which
about
one
it to
was.
be dangerous. Somebody page the armchair attorney. See if we can get him on.
No. Text Dale. He knows that shit better. But sometimes probably better than Leffler.
Well, elaborate a little, Adam. Just tell us what. Tell
us what
folks
you know.
Yeah, I know absolutely nothing. I saw a meme from our friend, the armchair attorney, that said Corca passed the House, and I hadn't had a chance to even go look into it. But Corca looks like it's combating organized retail crime act. So basically, what little I know about it is it is allowing the feds to get involved in cargo theft.
Yes.
So that'll be good.
So to play
That's
on
a
that,
long
that's
enough.
exactly what these guys at Travelers do. A lot of that retail stuff as well, because they insure a lot of that stuff.
Well, I mean,
like one
there is a
example.
federal task force. There is an FBI task force based out of Philadelphia that's already working cargo theft, and a few.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, he
you
was
have
saying-
you have the Mid-South Cargo Security Council in Memphis that's doing it too. I mean,
Well,
it's long past time.
you've got those regional security councils all over. You know,
Yes.
in fact, I was on the phone with New York, New Jersey council earlier this week.
But it's long past time to get the feds into this because it's become such a problem, and your local police departments could not care less. You know, there's times where I've seen like guys like Jason Rabine talk about it. He's like, you know, I've made a report, and they're like, get in line. We've got 1,000 other reports. Good luck.
Well, that's actually been something I've been having a difficult time doing. I'm trying to get a police report out of the NYPD.
Oh my! Whoa, ladies and gentlemen, if you'll pause,
Oh,
please.
no.
The
hound
Hunter, the
has
freight
arrived.
hound, is awake before 11 a.m. This is a momentous occasion.
What's up, you
Mark
bastards?
the date.
Yeah, he was
All
in
right, so either somebody was cutting the grass at his
house.
house or working on a fence. Somebody woke his ass up.
What I'm impressed by is his wardrobe. Who helped you pick out your clothes today?
Yeah, you hippie.
Watch it now.
You got all the colors of the rainbow, bro.
Yeah,
How old are you?
didn't what's his
You
name
got,
just
like, dreads
die?
on.
One of the founders of the Grateful Dead or something.
Yeah, where's the weed?
Bob Weir.
That
Jeff kind of looks like him, or did.
I mean,
There he
Jeff
goes,
is
yeah.
Jeff is basically part of the Grateful Dead. He's just past tense.
Wow. Wow.
He's the freight host.
Hey,
Look
you
at that, you
ran him off.
I love you, Jeff.
Tough crowd. Calm
Hey,
down.
you know, that reminds me of something good that I read this week, Jeff. I know you don't want to brag on yourself a whole lot, but tell us about what you experienced this last week. That was a pretty cool story.
Yeah, you know, it's fortunate and unfortunate, but I was able to save a life this past Sunday, and I've seen it once before, but it's just that when you're walking up a set of stairs and you can't see what's on the other side because you know it's steep stairs, and you hear help, 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 like screeching, but you have no idea where it's coming from. You know, I just called 911, and I ran. You know, I have bad knees, and I ran up there and I see this guy like flat out with another guy doing CPR or trying to do it. I'm trying to stretch the guy out because when he fell, he was all contorted. You know, I mean, and the guy tried to catch him, and his head hit the curb, and we were checking for blood and all this kind of stuff, and you know, black purple color. I mean, he's not breathing, and we're trying to do everything possible. And I'm on 911. I can hear the ambulance, and then I hear the ambulance fading. I'm like, no, you know, and yeah, it was a touch and go. And then we saw him come back to life, and we're screaming at him like, stay with us. Come on, you can do this. You know, just trying to motivate the guy, whether it was helping or not. But you could see his chest expanding and his stomach, and it was just, it was very surreal, like unbelievable. And he lived. I mean,
That's
he
awesome.
lived, and I had a meeting that I had to go to, and it was just screw the meeting. I didn't care about that. And they all came out like, what's going on? And I was like, I don't have time to talk and all this other. I mean, you could just imagine. But yeah, so yeah, and I found out later on that he was stable and that he was suffering from congestive heart failure, and the stairs got him when he walked up the stairs. And he said to his friend, I found out later, he says, I don't know if I can go any further. And that's when he just totally collapsed, and it's just, yeah. So, yep, I've seen the good and I've seen the bad. The last time I saw something like that, it was one of my really good friends and neighbor who just died in front of his 7-year-old daughter. And his 7-year-old daughter came down the steps looking for me, and he says, Daddy's not doing well. And I said, stay here. I went up there, and then I had to call his wife. So I remember all that kind of stuff. And I was like, man, I'm not going through this again, because this last 3 weeks I lost 4 of my friends. And yeah, and now this guy collapsed, and I was like, I'll be damned if this is going to be the 5th. I mean, I was just so
I'll straight up guarantee you, because of my years of experience as a paramedic, this is year number 18, that the near instantaneous CPR is what saved that guy's life.
Yeah, I'm telling you this. And then the guy starts apologizing to the victim, saying, I hope I didn't break anything, because I mean, he was really pounding on his chest and just doing whatever he possibly could. And he couldn't talk to 911 either. And it's just like, you saw that gasp, and the colors start coming back. And it's like, thank you, God, man. Just like witnessing something like that. A lot of people don't get to do. Like, Adam, you've seen it probably several times, but a lot of people just don't get to see that. And it's.
Oh, no, it's something else, man. In 18 years, I've probably 1,500 CPR calls, if not more.
Wow.
Out of those 1,500, I've had the privilege of having 3 people walk out of the hospital without a neurological deficit. So
wow,
that just goes to show you how.
Yeah, I mean that look at the percentages of living from something like that. It's just like, I mean, let's put it this way: this gentleman could have been at a shopping center.
Out of hospital cardiac arrest survival rates are less than 5% nationwide.
Yeah, but this guy would have died if he was at a shopping center and he parked his car and fell between cars. Goner.
That's what I'm saying. Out of hospital cardiac arrest survival rates are less than 5% nationwide. Out of the millions that happen every year, less than 5% make it.
Well, I know you don't want to go through it, Jeff, but good on you, brother, for doing the right thing and taking action. There's a right way and a wrong way to do CPR, but the worst way is to do nothing.
Yep.
Yeah, and there are people that just pass people up. I don't want to get involved. I don't want to get sued. All this other kind of stuff. I don't even know if the guy giving him the CPR was a certified CPR.
It doesn't matter.
911 is going to give you the directions over the phone. If you don't know CPR, it's important to learn it, especially now. I mean,
definitely.
For the last 5 years, they've preached CPR, which is hands only. So you don't even have to do mouth to mouth anymore. And a lot of people are worried about mouth to mouth. I mean, look, I get it. No offense. I love my family, but I'm not even doing mouth to mouth with my family. Like, you got to be special, bro.
Yeah. No. I mean,
everybody could learn hands only CPR, and you can truly make a difference. And you mentioned, a lot of people would just walk past, Jimmy. They don't want to get involved. And I've done recruitment for volunteer firefighting for years. And I've said for years, do you want to step up when others step aside? And that's huge.
Yeah. And the irony of this is, the whole irony of this is that I had to go to a grand night meeting for the Knights of Columbus. So here you got all these Christian men that are inside this in front of a church. And this guy drops right there. It was like a blessing from God. Seriously, that he was determined to save this guy, and if he was going to have that problem, he had it in the right place where everybody just started coming out. So it's just like, man, it kind of sends chills in it, where it's like, people don't get this opportunity, and
No, it's a sad state of affairs. What Jeff just said is, I'll walk by because I don't want to get sued. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want this. I don't want that. That's where we have taken this country, and I say we because we're a collective. We are a collective. I'm not going to put.
Don't most states have a good Samaritan law that protects people that try to do that?
I don't need a law. I don't need a law to do the right thing.
Hey, listen. If you're a decent human being, you're going to help.
Yes,
Whoever
absolutely.
it may be, you know,
Without a doubt.
Without a doubt, you got to do it, because that's what you would want someone else to do for you if you were in that situation. You know, I mean,
Jeff, you're a fucking Marine. You really are, because what Marines do is when all hell breaks loose, there are explosions everywhere, big cloud of smoke, you run toward it.
yeah.
Okay, while most people are running away, and good on you for doing that, bro.
People are more
There's instinct.
people are more worried about grabbing that phone and taking a video of whatever's going on so they can
right.
post it on social media than they are necessarily putting the damn phone down and stepping in there and actually giving some kind of aid or some kind
ratings
Oh,
over
the
life.
big difference between picking up your phone to record it and picking up your phone to dial 911.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I had no intentions
freaking
on
hell.
recording it. I just wanted to get whoever, and this is out in the boondoggle, if you will. And when that ambulance went by and I heard the ambulance siren just fading out, I'm going, no, I'm screaming at this guy. I said, pin my phone. You're about, maybe a couple miles away, because it was like in the valley and stuff. You could hear it. And I was like, come on, and we're just working. And the guy that was doing the CPR, he's sweating and he's like, don't die on me. And I'm like, don't die on us. I mean, you're in the moment, man. You are in it. You are definitely in it. And you can't walk away from that kind of stuff. You can't.
Well, good on you, brother. I know you don't need the pat on the back.
I'm not looking for the accolades, though. I am not looking for the accolades. It's not about that. It's about saving somebody's life, for their family. It's not just the life you save.
Yeah.
It's their family and their kids and their grandkids and stuff like that. That goes through your mind,
It's one of the coolest feelings in the world. Like I can tell you, as a paramedic, I've seen so much heartbreak and devastation. And to get to have that moment where you get to meet somebody afterwards who walked out of the hospital and who gets to see their kids. I mean, my youngest guy that went into cardiac arrest, I want to say he was 41.
Wow.
Game 7 of the World Series when the Cubbies won, had a heart attack in the middle of Game 7 in his house in front of his kids. And just by a miracle of God, dude, I mean, we brought him back 6 times en route to the hospital.
Wow.
Jesus.
Gave him every drug under the sun that was possible to give somebody in cardiac arrest. And somehow he made it, and he's still alive today. And
God bless you, man.
one of the coolest feelings in the world to get to truly make a difference.
Yeah, the toughest part, I would think, and I've never been in that situation, so please correct me if I'm wrong. The kids would probably, be surrounding his father, laying on the floor because they don't know any better. Something's wrong with daddy. I mean, how do you get them away from, their dad and do your work?
Mom was there, obviously, right? So mom corralled kids, but could you just imagine being 6 or 7 years old and see a dad laying there, not moving, not talking, not breathing, and they don't understand what's really going on. They just know that something's wrong with daddy.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a really hard job, man, that people just don't understand, and they never will. The mental toll that it takes on people in that business. And you hear all the time. It cracks me up. People like, man, you should get paid more than football players. I'm like, yeah, we should, but are you going to pay the tax increases to fund that? Because all those social services are paid for by taxes, and nobody wants to pay the taxes.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody wants to live. I mean,
everybody
wants the taxi. No one wants to pay the taxes.
Exactly.
How does corporate America companies come in and sponsor, those type of businesses versus putting all their money into, sports and
some of the ambulance services are privatized.
A lot of them across the United States are privatized.
Yeah.
But still, the private services pay worse than the public service.
Yeah.
You know, to your point, Adam, and it's a valid one. I have a very good friend. She worked for Columbian Presbyterian, and during COVID, she put down 3,500 people, and it got to her. It got to her because every time she went into the city and went to her job, she's highly accredited. I mean, she's like John. She's a expert witness on the medical side, and she gets called all over the place. But it just got to her mentally, and she says it's just crushing. She was there for like 37 years, but putting 3,500 people down in a very short period of time just got to her. And so you hear Adam, 1,500 calls, 5 people walk away from the percentage. You're just destroyed. It's got to be destroyed, even though you feel like you did everything for them to so they could survive. They don't. And some people go to booze. Some people just need time for themselves. It gets to be depressing sometimes. I mean, am I correct? I mean, Adam, it's.
Oh yeah, dude. It completely takes a toll on you. I mean, there was days I was so beaten down because you think you're a superhero when you're younger, right? When you graduate paramedic school, they call it the paragod syndrome, right? I make it thunder and lightning and save lives, and you start getting into it, and you realize that you don't really save a whole lot of lives. Like you have to come to terms with the fact that you're not God.
Well, I think
but you give them a fighting chance. That's the important part. You give them a fighting chance.
Yeah, but here's the thing too. Honesty and integrity means everything. And if you told them straight out, you're going to lose more lives than you save, are you ready to lose? Are you ready for that? Not to give them a negative mindset, but to put them in that mindset of this.
If you did that, people would drop like flies.
Well, it's going to happen to them.
It does. It does. I mean, you have veterans that the 22 a day that commit suicide, but
exactly.
Look at the suicide rate among first responders, cops, paramedics, firefighters.
Yeah,
Sean, are you rubbing your mic with your thumb? Good Lord.
No, I'm walking up to the office and they got somebody like with a backpack blower up on the catwalk. So I'm trying to walk away from it.
But
I probably need to go ahead and get going anyway, guys.
Catwalk.
Yeah, we'll catch you.
Yeah, on the catwalk. On the catwalk, yeah.
Jeff, to your point, like the first responders.
I'm going, guys. Take care.
See you, buddy.
Right.
Later, John.
Hey, good conversation, guys. This is good.
I think privatizing be kind of, I don't know how they could, I mean, I guess they could do it, but first responders, fire, EMS, police, I think we all know they're underpaid for what they do, and it'd be kind of cool if they could figure out a way privatize to get additional cops, come up with like a privatized system where we
don't need whack and hut in the United States.
Well, here's the thing, right? You've got soldiers that go out there and they put their life on the line every day of the year in harm's way. They come back and then they give illegals hotel rooms and stuff and keep the veterans outside without doing that. I mean, what the hell is wrong with that? I mean, I'm sorry, I'm saying it, but we have to take care of the vets, take care of us, and provide the freedom. It's the same thing. It's like put your money where it really belongs, in the people that give you the freedoms. I mean,
guess what, Jeff? It's called votes, brother. Buying votes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it boils down to.
I don't believe that, bro.
We might
I
not
don't
ever
believe that
climb out
because
of.
neither fucking side does nothing for veterans. Neither side. Both of them can do something.
Exactly.
None of them go the full length. They take it 25, 30 yard line. So I don't buy that. Both sides are full of shit when it comes to the veteran. They blow a bunch of smoke up everyone's ass. They could solve that veteran problem like that. All the healthcare stuff, privatize that shit. Shut the VA system down. Veterans, if you're homeless, give them vouchers. I don't know, Airbnb, whatever it is. They could fix that problem in the blink of an eye. Neither one of them really want to.
Hey, listen, I'm a huge supporter. I'm a huge supporter of Mission 22. I fund them, Folds of Honor, and Wreaths Across America. I give back, to worthy causes. And right now, here's the good thing, right? So Mission 22 was built upon what Adam said earlier. Someone else said 22 lives a day, by suicide or whatever. Well, that number's dropped. It's like around 17 now. So we're going in the right direction, but we still need to provide the medical care, the psychological help, for PTSDs and stuff like that. It's like you need to do this for those people.
Well,
and
talk about
I participate in that.
So Jeff, you go back to a lot of the exposed, I call it fraud. I mean, but it's waste that the government spends on these little side projects, like the one, what was it years ago that Nancy Pelosi or somebody out there was involved in, like studying like mice in a swamp or something stupid like that, right? I mean, these little projects that cost millions of dollars that our government and these groups, are involved in. A lot of that, eliminate a lot of that waste and shove all that extra capital and money to the veteran programs, increase that. I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, the veteran community is just definitely underserved by the government. It really is. And it pisses me off that you see all this wasteful spending on total BS that could be put towards those who laid their life on the line for people they didn't freaking know, right? Even if they weren't in a combat situation, they still signed up to go to be put in a combat situation that day could come. So it's just like, our first responders. I mean, there's just,
there's so much.
For anybody to sign up and raise their hand and say, hey, I'm willing to put my life on the line for you, not even know you. That's significant. That right there should be taken care of.
Yeah, well, there's no kickback money for helping veterans. The population of veterans is so small, there's no vote gain for helping veterans. So where's the incentive to help the veterans other than give them just the bare minimum,
right? And
say, look, we're trying, but there's no kickback. There's no lobbyist group that's going to pay these senators and congressmen, that under the table money to help veterans. I mean, these things don't exist. I mean, but you do got groups that will pay to help illegals come in because we can have them farm and do meaningless work that maybe the white man and the black man don't want to do.
Yeah.
So we'll pay that and we'll keep that going, but we won't help the people who, like you said, at 18 years old, I raised my hand. I stood in there and took my oath that said, if it came down to it and the commander in chief asked, I will take a bullet for you. I couldn't have a beer, but I could take a bullet for you. And I signed my name on that line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at Great Bull. I mean, I'm sure you heard of Great Bull, right? That they are supported, like the nonprofit. Their supporters give them money so they can go into harm's way to take people out of war zones, undercover, ex-military, Green Berets, the tough guys that can go in there and pull them out. I mean, those are the type of organizations that really get a lot of stuff done. I mean, I interviewed
Tier 1 operators
who started Great Bull about 2 years ago, but that guy is unbelievable. How many people he saved. It's incredible.
Well, but in all, there's enough money going around, floating around, that can be put towards the folks to bring across the border to farm our lands. If they're willing to do the job, there's enough money for that. There's enough money for our veterans. But you look at all the waste that our government spends on just pet projects, that activist groups push our leaders to get involved in and support. It's mind blowing. If you really dug into it and look at some of that stuff, where the money really goes,
it's harder to steal money if you put it in a legitimate organization.
Oh no, it is. It is.
Yeah, it's easy to cover it up with more paperwork and more BS and just more garbage and more lingo. All we got to do is say that we have this percentage met, and no one looks deeper. I mean, it's not going to change until the American people get tired of what they see. And right now they're too happy fighting each other. So it doesn't matter.
Too many distractions going on right now.
Oh, that's the world we built, is distractions. I mean, everything now we got to have, it's like instantaneous. I can't wait for anything. It's got to be instant. If it's not instant, I don't want it. And that's what we built. I mean, technology is great. We get to do this. I mean, all of us guys are sitting in different locations, talking to each other, chatting it up. You could have never done this back in the day. I mean, you couldn't do this on slow dial-up, but now we can do this. And it's kind of like
that's what the government should do. Maybe Trump needs to outlaw push buttons and go back to the dial-a-phone. That's what really needs to happen. The rotary dial needs to come back with a 50-foot cord on it. I'd love to see that.
I mean, it's amazing. You look around. If you got kids, all you got to do is look around. I mean, Steve's got children, so he knows. He's got one who's a shutterbug, so he's probably a little less electronically inclined. He would rather be taking pictures and being out in the environment. But most of them, you got to kind of force them out of into the world. So,
well, that's why when Asher's 12, but I refuse to give him a phone. Now I still wanted to be able to get a hold of him, so I gave him an iWatch, right? Because that way, at least I can get a hold of him. He can text.
Give me a pager.
He can't Google stuff. He can't just sit there on his phone and do all that. So it's like sometimes you want the convenience of being able to get a hold of him in this world, but you don't necessarily have to go right into all that right now.
Well, with all the crap going on with like abductions and just different things like that. I mean, it's sometimes it's good. Like we had Life 360 on our daughters and stuff to track them to see where they're at. There's pros and cons to both. I think our girls were, I think Paris and Presley were 14 maybe when they got their first phone. That's because they were starting to, play more volleyball, and their, practice is over. If Sherry and we couldn't get there or something, they're there kind of waiting so we could at least let them know that, hey, we're going to be running late or just whatever, So, but I think that, as they play, they get involved with more, activities, sports, school, whatever, sometimes it's good. It's just, I guess, it just, how do you monitor that as a parent, screen time, limits, but I don't know. I mean, that's a tough one. Like, what age is too young or too old to give them a phone?
I hate to interrupt you, but I don't. Although I'm not a technology person, I really think that the big thing is showing your child there's something beyond that screen. Like, my kids grew up in total technology. I mean, my oldest will be 24 this year, and they all got their first cell phones, I think, in 7th grade when they started playing sports because they had to stay after school. They traveled, doing their thing. So we wanted to be able to track them and then be able to call us if they needed something. But all of my kids, man, growing up, they had all the game systems. All 3 of my boys each had their own game system, computers, everything. And they spent more time outside than everything, but that's what we were. I'm an outside guy, and so they were, and my wife is too. So we're always outside doing stuff, and so I think that's the biggest thing. Is that I think a lot of parents, and I don't think they do it intentionally, but those phones and all those devices are kind of like an unpaid babysitter. You know what I mean? If my kid's over here playing on the device in the room, at least I can see them, watch what's going on, control it, whatever. And maybe they're not bothering me, so I can do whatever. And so I feel that that's a big part of it. Because, I mean, our kids are testing that. Even now, like my youngest, he's 18. Will he sit there all night long and play on his PlayStation? Yeah. But he'll still get up at 8 o'clock in the morning and go fishing, or if we want to go hunting or go to a car show, or, you know, all of that kind of cool stuff like that. So
There's
I think a big
technology.
part of that comes with the parents too, man.
There's technology you can put on those phones that they're apps that are password protected that only the parent or the guardian or whoever can access it. But you can actually kill their phone from your phone and just it's done. Like you can cut it off.
We never had a problem with it. I don't know.
Because just
Never-
back to the basics. Anything on the like apps they go to, you can kill that stuff. So there's programs like that you can put on these phones, which is kind of cool. You know, if you're worried about stuff like that, you know, excessive screen time for your kid, and you know, you want to kind of help control and monitor things. There's ways to do it and still have the luxury of being able to track your child if they're doing sports and things like that. Unless you just super glue an Apple AirTag to their back, you know, that part of the back you can't reach, you know. Track them. So, but you know, there's things to do. But yeah, it's you know, we're in a overly advanced technology world. It's just gonna get worse. You know, it's just, you know, the way AI is growing and everything. It's just there's no stopping the machine. I mean, there's just no stopping it.
Adults are just as bad, man. I always like Hunter's saying, man, like, go touch some grass. Even we don't do that enough, bro. Everyone's so damn stuck in their computers or phones, or, you know, watch TV. And I love TV, dude. Nothing to me better than wasting a day watching freaking documentaries. Okay, I'm the first one to say it, but there's nothing like sunshine and grass underneath your feet, dude. Like, I 100% nothing like being outside soaking up some vitamin D, bro.
Yeah, we need more people getting out hunting and doing outdoor cool stuff, you know.
Just sit outside. You know what I mean? Just sit outside on your porch, for God's sakes, with nothing, and just listen to the birds, man. I'm telling you.
Well, you look at, like, I'm a big fan of Andy Griffith. I mean, I grew up on that show. Still my favorite show of today, and I never get tired of watching it. But you know, you look at some of their episodes, you know, back in those days, and there's a comedian named James Gregory. He's actually from Atlanta. He's really old now. One of the funniest I've ever seen in my life. But I went to one of his shows, and he actually made a good point. He was talking about nobody has front porches anymore. Nobody sits on a damn deck. Everybody's got a damn deck. Everybody's out on the damn deck, you know, in the back, a damn deck. You know, that's kind of his thing. But you know, you look at like shows like Andy Griffith or shows from that era. After supper time, all of them are on the front porch, just conversating, hanging out. You know, friends, family, whatever. They're just on the front porch having a conversation. They're not.
Bring back the stoops.
I mean,
cue Tracy Lawrence song.
All right, fellas, it was fun. I'm gonna bail on y'all, man.
Yeah,
Thanks for having me on
here.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. We all have to go start our lives now, I guess.
Yeah, we gotta adult a little bit. So
yeah,
I appreciate it, man.
Except for Hunter, he's gonna go do something for a while because, you know, Pacific Coast time. It's
morning coffee on the online coffee shop.
Bro, if Hunter leaves that building that he's in right now, like he's dressed, people are gonna start. They're gonna start just handing him dollar bills.
I mean, it is Nashville. Hunter, I'd go try it. Go stand on Broadway and 2nd Avenue.
I love
like a couple hundies.
I got my corners.
Take your guitar that you can't play and go busking. Just go out there and just strumming it.
Yeah, right.
They pay me to stop playing. That's
hold up a sign that says "Need money for music lessons."
Yeah. struggling artist needs money to learn to play guitar. All right. Well, since we're cracking on Hunter, we'll let Hunter go first. Hunter, what do you got? What you got for everybody gets off, man?
Glad to hop on. First time on the show. So don't really have much to say. Y'all have a great day, and be sure to tune into the lounge tomorrow.
Yeah.
Mr. Cowboy. I'm sorry, the artist formerly known as the Bodacious Cowboy.
There you go. Yeah, just it's been one of those weeks, man. Working on a huge project. Pretty sure we landed it, but I'm going to get back into the weeds again. Doing my procurement thing, setting up the year, getting ready. You know, good things are going to come this year. I really feel it. You know,
if that mustache didn't land it, you don't want it.
What's that?
If that mustache didn't land it, you don't want it.
That's Jeff's whole prospecting thing, dude. He just emails people pictures of his mustache, and he just says, "Need I say more?" You know?
with a stash like this, you know you can trust.
It down.
Yeah.
I mean,
he just sends the picture and says, "Send me your freight."
Send me your freight. I got a business with this.
What about you, the real Mr. Spencer?
Man, I don't really have a whole lot. It's been some good conversations today, as always. This is probably one of my favorite podcasts because we just come on and chop it up. So
well, that's what a coffee shop's supposed to be. You meet at the coffee shop, have coffee, and just have just general conversation. You know, before you head off to work. Yeah, we're gonna have some good guests coming on though. There's some, and we'll all tag team them. Things like that. But for the most part, it's just, good conversation. That's what it's meant to be,
Yeah.
Everybody meet at the coffee shop, conversate, and then go to work.
Too early to have cigars?
Do what?
Is it too early to have cigars with our coffee?
It's never too early for me. I burned 3 yesterday.
What about you, Spencer? Since you got the mic right now.
No. I want Steve to take it.
Steve. All right,
I love
Steve
Talamo is like a king, man.
Yeah, he is.
Hey, man, I'm with Jeff. Right, just closing out 2025, finishing setting up 2026. I think it's gonna be a great year, and I love coming on and hanging out with you fellas.
Amen.
Yeah. I'm just glad that when we got on this morning that I was, we were all blessed with your presence. It just made me feel good.
I'm just glad somebody gave me a heads up so I could get dressed.
That's right.
We're all glad you got dressed, Steve.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a plus.
Pedro, what do you got to close?
Man, I guess I don't really have anything. I don't have anything. Just besides,
how's
great
the weather out there right now?
Man, we've been up and down. Right now it's 44 and sunny, but it'll be 65 today. We've been up, down, up, down.
Wow.
It's been absolutely crazy, and I'm still dealing with this dang head congestion thing that's going on.
Yeah.
Like I'm about ready to just fucking see if I can sever my head and set it next to me, so it doesn't bother me or something. I'm just going nuts with this crap.
Yeah, get Sudafed.
I'm taking all of it, and nothing has helped yet. I feel fine. I don't feel sick or anything. It's just congestion real bad.
Yeah.
I have this just aggravating little headache and everything. So yeah.
So if you do the Sudafed where you have to go and show your ID for, not the Sudafed you can get out on the aisle, but the stuff that you have to show your ID for and get the actual Sudafed brand name.
Dude, the stuff on the aisle is a placebo. I'm convinced.
Yeah, I mean the actual Sudafed really. I mean, I've had multiple pharmacists tell me this. That's really the only Mucinex D they say is a joke. Even the stuff that you get behind the counters, it doesn't work. It's all hype. Sudafed, and that's kind of what it's always worked for me. Is like the real Sudafed, and then do a Benadryl allergy at night, and you'll sleep like a baby. But yeah, I mean, I would encourage you to do that.
I need to do something. I don't know. Figured it'd go away by now, but it's getting a little better, but still. Anyway, what do I got to say? Great show, and always love hanging out with everyone here in the morning. It's really great. I don't know, I like this. Just sit back and chill, do some work in the background while we all talk and conversate. I just hope everyone has a great rest of their Thursday, a good Friday. Like my boy Freight Hound said, make sure you watch the show Logistics Lounge tomorrow afternoon at 4 p.m. Central. We got a really, really great guest coming on, man. Really good artist going to come on and talk to us. So we're excited about that. But that's it.
Artist known as Prince or something?
No, man. He does. He draws like all kinds of art, automotive art, but a big part of his thing is he does like the designs that go on the back of like T-shirts that of trucks that people sell at shows and stores and all kinds of stuff. Really cool guy. Josh Rowan is his name.
Do me a favor, if you don't mind. Will you hook me up with him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll do.
I'd like to, talk.
For a small fee, he will.
He's
See
ta-
some of
no,
his.
he's talented as hell, man. Talented as heck, dude. Like, I mean,
Is he as talented as Pedro Peterson doing Zip? That's what I want to know.
No, he's much more talented than that. Much, much more talented than that.
Yeah,
Now we got to touch base on that after the show.
Yeah, we will. I need
We need to
I need to
Spencer
ask you.
involved.
I need to ask you about a quote, and we'll talk about, and I'll send you the link for the mic too.
Yeah, we got to get Spencer involved in these games on LinkedIn. Spencer, you got to get on it.
On what? On LinkedIn?
Yeah, there's a bunch of games on LinkedIn, man. It's freaking addicting.
Yeah.
If I did every single game, I would not get any work done.
Well, don't be so slow, Jeff.
That's my point.
Wow.
All right,
Do we
gentlemen,
need-
you have a
system
great
to be the
day. I got to scoot.
Yeah, same. We'll see y'all later.
See you
All
later.
right,
man.
guys. Everybody have a good day and good rest of weekend coming up, and be safe and take care of your families and friends.
That's what I say. And don't forget to go to roaddogcoffee.com, get yourself some coffee. Spencer usually has a code up there for your first order. If it's not your first order, you can use Lounge 15 for 15% off. And I think Spencer has a deal going on right now too for some coffee stuff on there. So go buy yourself some coffee is the point.
Yeah. Show prices, truck show prices, including shipping. Just go and blowing out the inventory, and $10 includes your shipping on Black Dog, Long Haul, Expedite, and the rims.
Boom.
Now, Highs of Heroes and Smoky is not on sale, but
Doesn't
everything
matter.
else
Go get
is.
yourself some coffee. That's the point, ladies and gentlemen. Coffee. Go buy some Road Dog coffee. We'll see everyone here next Thursday, 8 Central, 9 Eastern. Chunk them deuces.